calling all historians, "What's a random history fact that is just simply awesome?" The oldest surviving culture in the world is the Australian Aboriginals. Otzi the Iceman is the 5,300-year-old mummy found frozen in a glacier atop a mountain in northern Italy. Through extensive research we know a lot about him. He was 45 when he died. Suffered from severe arthritis and the 64 tattoos on him are believed to have been a form of acupuncture. He also had an underlying herd condition that, if he lived longer than he did, would have killed him. But anywho, a few days before his death he went down into a valley. Got into a fight with a group of men and killed 4 of them. 1 with his knife. 2 with the sake arrow. Meaning he shot 1 dude. Retrieved the arrow. Shot another dude before grabbing the arrow again. And then a 4th dude's blood was found on his grass coat. He suffered several injuries, including a deep cut to his palm. At some point shortly after the fight, he was then shot in the back by an arrow, which severed a main artery in his shoulder. He should have bled out. But instead, this fucking beast of a grandpa climbs a fucking mountain. To where he died to hypothermia. There's more to it, but that's the bulk of his last few days alive, and I love Otzi so much. Gonna get a tattoo of one of his tats in honor of him. Before Blackbeard or Benjamin Hornigold or Henry Morgan there existed a pirate that was a Barbary corsair. He was known as the Arch-Pirate, a scourge of the seas. He was a short portly drunk by the name of John Ward. Some called him Jack. His exploits were known the world over. He had 2 swallows tattooed on his wrist as such. The English nicknamed him Birdie. The North Africans he dealt with also had a name for him, but as swallows didn't exist in that part of the world they called him by the name or a similar bird. His name was Captain Jack Sparrow. In the 11th century Italy, forks were sacrilegious. There is a story of a Venetian doge who married a Greek princess. She was observed using a fork which, while in common use in Greece, was a novelty in Venice. It was considered so excessive a sign of refinement that the dogaressa was severely rebuked by the ecclesiastics who called down divine wrath upon her. Shortly afterward she was afflicted by a serious illness, and Saint Bonaventure declared that this was a punishment of God. Gay sex in Egyptian myth. I just answered your question a few seconds ago. Horrible in its own way, but never fails to amuse me. The Marquis of Queensberry was so irascible that he picked a fight with the entire country of Scotland. He wanted a title of Scottish nobility. They didn't give it to him on his timetable. So in a fit of rage he refused to return to his own sizable Scottish estate. I guess that showed them